It's my feel-good breakfast show.
We are still live and in charge with your feel-good breakfast show, Espresso, on this beautiful Friday morning. Now, I was recently lucky enough to step out of the city and enjoy the great outdoors. Venturing just a short drive out of Johannesburg lies the amazing Rhino and Lion Nature Reserve. Now, with over 100 different species of animals in the reserve and the big blue open sky, you are sure to have yourselves a fantastic adventure. Check out mine. And we're back at the Rhino and Lion Nature Reserve in the cradle of humankind in Krugersdorp. With a variety of wildlife here, I cannot wait to explore the rest of this place. Come with me. Hey, Mike.
Hey, Kuhle.
Can't wait to explore. It's good to see you too.
So, Kuhle, so nice to have you here again. We're going to go through the gate now. So obviously because of COVID and the lockdowns, we've got very strict protocols in place. So we're just going to have to do a screening.
Thank you very, very much.
No worries. May I take your temperature? There you go.
Are we all set to leave? It's very important to follow due protocol when it comes to hygiene here. Mike, let's go.
Let's go. Yep.
Africa is home to a varied array of wildlife. The Rhino and Lion Nature Reserve is lucky enough to be home to over 100 different species of animals. Today, we spend the day getting to know a little more of Africa's beautiful creatures. As we are driving through the Rhino and Lion Nature Reserve, we're going to be talking to the COO, Mike Finn, about the importance of conservation. Mike, I'm seeing so many animals right now.
You know, this is amazing. You know, this is a wonderful thing about this place, is that you can get all these different species around the waterhole like this. I mean, we're looking at roan antelope, we're looking at sable, we're looking at gemsbok, black wildebeest, ostriches, males and females, impalas, warthogs, blesbok over there.
Mike, where's the roan antelope?
Actually, if you look right in the middle here,
I see.
You'll see it there, absolutely. And then at the very back there, you'll see a sable bull lying down and some gemsbok. The roan is actually the third biggest, topped by the eland and the kudu, which are heavier and larger. I mean, it's just fantastic. And you know, for people to come here and be able to see these species in their natural environment like this is just fantastic. It gives us the opportunity to inform them and educate them about the importance of conserving these animals and the role that they play in the bigger ecosystem and that sort of thing. So, you know, what we're going to do is now we're just going to carry on and see what else we can see on the way. We might even be lucky enough to pick up the rhino.
That would be a sight to see. I mean, you have to look at this. Is that a buffalo?
It is indeed, Kuhle. You certainly don't want to meet him on foot, Kuhle, when he's in a bad mood. He's one of the most dangerous animals that you can meet when you're out there in the bush.
Listen, no visit to the bush would be complete without a zebra crossing. Haha, Mike, why are you not laughing at my joke?
I love it.
Mike, it's the first time I'm so close to a rhino. And I know how important rhinos are, particularly, you know, when we're talking about poaching globally. Why would you say is the importance of conserving such animals?
Well, it's not just the rhino that need to be conserved. The rhino is iconic, and there's so few of them left, and they're being poached out. But all of these species need to be conserved. You know, just talking about the rhino again, there's such wonderful work being done in this country by non-profit organizations and even, you know, in the national parks. We are involved and support a few of these. One of them is the Rhino Orphanage. And there's another organization who we really are very close to and support called Saving the Survivors.
Mike, I would like for you to please touch on, you know, the impact of human activity when it comes to wildlife and nature at large.
Absolutely. You know, Kuhle, when you think about it, going back to a couple of 100 years, you had like 1 billion people on this planet. That in itself just is having this amazing impact on the natural habitats that these species have. And it's just absolutely essential that you do have places like the Rhino and Lion Nature Reserve, where people can come and see and understand and get information and learn about. They can themselves contribute to saving our planet, basically.
Yes.
I think youngsters are getting more conscious about that.
Mike, I hear that there's a friendly giraffe here called Sunny Boy that we can actually feed.
Absolutely, Kuhle, because I have a feeling he's quite hungry. And I can see, just from looking at him, that he's seen a very attractive lady here who's going to give him some vegetables.
I cannot wait to feed Sunny Boy because these tall, majestic creatures are actually my favorite animals. Feeding Sunny Boy was a wonderful experience. He is so kind, so lovely, so calm, and all he wants to do is eat, just like me on most days. But other than that, it's truly an experience and a half, something that will always be engraved in my mind and my heart. I want to see how long the tongue is, Mike.
Well, I can't pull it out, but what I can tell you is that it's like 18, 20 inches long, because he uses that tongue to strip the leaves off the high branches, you know, and that's how he gets his browse.
Thank you so much for showing me around and teaching me about the different wildlife here at the reserve, and most importantly, the importance of conservation.
Yeah.
What message would you like the public to walk away with when they come to visit the reserve?
Oh, quickly, there are so many messages we need to give them. The biggest thing is for people to be able to come here and just feel nature and just drink it in, you know, and that's the biggest thing, so that the people can appreciate how important conserving all of these different species are, because that's the biggest thing, isn't it? It's the biggest heritage that we have, that we can give to our youngsters as well. You know what? It's been an absolute pleasure having you here, and anytime you're welcome.
I'll do this again and again and again. I've had the time of my life interacting with these beautiful creatures here at the Rhino and Lion Nature Reserve in the cradle of humankind in Krugersdorp. Mike, thank you to the rest of the staff, to the rest of the team. It has been a wonderful stay here. And for you to understand what I'm talking about, you have to come experience it yourself. What's going on here? Well, you'd have to wait and see next week, Friday, when I set off another adventure exploring some of the amazing sights of the Rhino and Lion Nature Reserve and encounter something very special. Now remember, if you want to see all these amazing wild animals for yourself, all you need to do is go to rhinolion.co.za and book your visit right now. The wild awaits.